He's a star of stage and screen, and millions would know David Thewlis for his turn as Professor Lupin in Harry Potter. Well, now the actor is taking on another literary character, starring as Fagin in The Artful Dodger. It's a follow-up to Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist, reimagining his famed pickpocketing posse and transporting them to colonial Australia. I caught up with the series stars to chat all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment.
The much celebrated Dr. Jack Dawkins.
What a joyous production to be a part of. And by joyous, I mean it's lush, it's lavish, it's a great story. You got to come to Australia to film it. How much fun did you have?
The most fun ever. I'm still having it right now.
Yeah, how did you talk him into bringing you back? Well done.
Yeah.
Ever leaving, actually.
No, I wouldn't. If it was down to me, I'd live here.
Do they hang escaped convicts here?
Damon, any initiation processes you put David through?
The leeches, actually.
Leeches?
Nice.
So,
there were a few scenes shot right out in some bushland where, we brought in leeches especially just to give David the true
they
Australian
don't live
experience.
here. That was just for me.
Yeah, that was just for you, yeah.
I have a £26 debt on my head. And if I don't pay it, I get my hand chopped off.
Which one?
Thomas Brodie Sangster, who plays the Artful Dodger, had you guys worked together before, or was this a boy's own adventure, both of you coming out here?
No, I'd never met him before. I once did see him as I was walking down the south bank of the river in London. I was just behind him. This was years ago. And I thought, oh, there's that guy off the TV. And I was going to say hello.
I'm on the TV too. Is that what you want to say?
I'm also on TV, Thomas. Shall we go for a drink? And then someone stopped and asked him for a selfie, and he got caught up in that, and they didn't ask me, and so I went off in a mood, and I resented him ever since, and I'd rather he wasn't in this.
The true story.
The true story.
That definitely happened.
That's the way I like. We're getting to the nuts and bolts of the situation.
The Hollywood scandals.
Thomas is actually the nicest guy you'll ever meet, and despite David's experience with him, and is truly exceptional.
Dr. Dawkins, you've recently joined us in the land of the misbegotten.
Just as a surgeon, Lieutenant.
And before then?
You mentioned the beautiful overseas actors who join us, but drop some of the names of the rest of the Australian cast who are with you, because we've got some incredible teams.
Tim Minchin, amazing. We've got Miranda Tapsell, Susie Porter. I mean, goodness, Kim Ginchel.
He's great. Susie's character by the end is something really phenomenal.
If one word gets out about our past...
You could break from your life of thievery.
My thievery has been very occasional.
When you're telling people about this production, how do you describe it in terms of... Do you call it a sequel?
No.
No,
I've never called it a sequel.
Because that's what I think. It isn't either. How do you describe it?
I think it's a total reimagining of these characters. Really, we're taking them and setting them in the future. But it's we're taking some big liberties and some slight anachronisms with the whole thing.
I think we'll have to think it out again.
Going back to the musical, if you remember, the two characters, Fagin and Dodger, dancing off into the sunset. This is 15 years later.
You must be the doctor everyone speaks so fondly of.
Dodger has been a naval surgeon.
Hello, Dodge.
What the hell are you doing here, Fagin?
Fagin arrives as a convict here, determined to find Dodger and get him back to his criminal ways.
I'm not going back to thieving.
Pickpocketing. You used to live for it.
Damon, Fagin is nasty, but wow, your character can put him in the shade a bit.
Yes, but Captain Gaines does give Fagin a run for his money. I mean, David's actually quite lovable.
Indeed, there is an evolution.
Yeah. But yes, I guess the villain of the piece is Captain Gaines.
The noose has been strung.
He's meant to be keeping people in their place and not stopping them from breaking the law, but he'll go to any lengths to do that.
We must hurt in order to heal.
Dickens was, of course, obsessed with Australia. He wrote essays about Australia. He always wanted to come here, and his own sons ended up moving out here.
I didn't know that, actually, that he was obsessed with Australia.
Yeah,
That's news to me. You say, I learn something new every minute.
So this seems, I don't know, right in so many ways.
I would like to think so, yeah. We're reinventing these characters, but I'm sure he'd be thrilled just to know that his name is still remembered to this day, you know, but that we're still kind of pushing his work out there and turning it into new forms of entertainment.
One last time.
It's absolutely astounding. Congratulations so much, and thank you so much for chatting to me today. It's been lovely to chat. Always good to see you, mate. Lovely to meet you, Damon.
You too. You too.
Thank you.
It's a lovely dress you've got on here.
It's got all the business going on, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Unicorns and stars and a little bit of magic.
Still rolling.
I think it's terribly exciting. It is a little.